the reality is actually much darker than the concocted conspiracy.
Yeah.
But I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There's another one.
There's another
Cat out
good
of the
one.
bag, throwing the
Okay.
baby. I'm not. We've got more of these than you can shake a stick at. Seth.
Or as Seth would say, I never want to hear certain terms again, such as a whole nother one.
A whole nother. A whole nother.
A whole nother.
Meg is a granola bar in the cupboard and I want it. You can tell from the photograph. His photograph.
I can see
it's a baby
Stewie.
that is.
I swear,
clearly,
the
it's clearly
baby
that
shot
bent little
of
child.
Seth. I can see Stewie.
But the realities are, the global reality is much darker. Individuals are even in the conspiracy field, because now you can imagine with the request through Frank, I'm getting compendia of what they're all saying. They're saying such things as there is a conspiracy to nuke. They're still going on with that, with the population reduction, massive population reduction. And bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Bull.
David, not certain Davids. David, whom we had the pleasure of meeting in Zurich, in the stairwell, where he looked at a group, and indicated that the contrast between we and a certain group of people, and he indicated that the majority in another group of people were just full of bullshit.
Exactly. And he was right.
And he was right.
We said he was right.
Yes.
We were honest with him.
Yes.
And that's the thing. We've got a lot of information.
And we don't want to hurt.
And
I don't want to hurt individuals
No.
of a kinder nature.
No, but by the same token,
But reality is often not kind.
People really do have a right to know more than they know.
Well, they do, whether or
honestly
not it's disconcerting to one's senses or
Right.
sensibilities. It's disconcerting to my sensibilities on a daily basis, and I'm sure that it is yours. You're looking at the flow of money.
Yeah, and the truth is the truth.
We have a lot of balls in the air that we're juggling.
Yes, but the thing is the truth is the truth, and
Yes.
people have got every right to it.
One could say that it transcends a space of it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I don't want. Well, I can't say that. I was going to say I don't want to cause trouble. In certain ways, I do.
Yeah, you do.
In certain places, there are reasons to cause trouble because other troubles are being caused.
Right.
And where I deem ultimately necessary, either by fiat or by vote, those troubles will come. But as I said earlier, they knew what they elected.
That's right.
I'm not saying who, I'm saying what.
What? You knew. Here's another one for you. They were not getting a pig and a poke.
A pig and a poke. That's a good one. Well, of course, that goes back to a joke I love from the Aladdin.
Pig and a poke.
Well, okay, when I was assigned to the Aladdin, that we
Yes,
can say.
for
And
sure.
and then thenceforth would it be employed
Then employed, I know.
by them, where I was this poor bicycle officer we were picking on, and of course it's a good humor on the shift and all of that, where we had a little Pumbaa character. I had the Pumbaa character, and I actually wrote a Z on the side of it, because we would Z out or take an accounting of the cash in the register of the pool bar at a certain time of night. And often I would be just the guy sitting in the center of like the hub in a dispatch area, or supervising, or there were nights that I actually went up to do that. And so it became something over the radio, seeing out the pool bore instead of pool bar.
Bar.
So we'd say pool bore. Well, then I brought this little Pumbaa character in, put a Z on the side of this Pumbaa, and began foul-mouthing. I know cameras are running right now, so I'm not going to say what I called this other officer. But the thing is I was using a phony voice. I was actually holding a toy up at this guy.
And using it
And he
phony
began
voice.
getting angry at the toy. Now this, of course, there may have been an undercurrent of why I was doing this, because this was also a man who was carrying a gun and riding on a bicycle and being alone with guests.
Yes.
So, what did Heath Ledger say? He just takes a little
Sometimes just a little push.
Little push.
Gravity.
Gravity.
Sometimes just takes a little push.
I may have done a little push in that occasion, and I think the target of that push is aware of it, became aware of it when he was terminated. But I used it as a funny thing, and it became funny amongst the group of people who were
Amongst
reasonably stable.
The stable and sane and
Yeah, this character was carrying a gun, and he was on a bicycle, and he was in Southwest Guest parking
And he
at
was
the
not
time, and
exactly
staring off into the distance at the moon,
stable or
baying at the moon with a gun on his
with a
side.
gun. So it was in everybody's best interests to expose the situation. And
Yeah, he
frankly,
had a nice pistol.
going on about exposing the situations, that's actually what I'm thinking
Well,
about. Not like you were saying.
Well, we don't have an actual agenda
We
at
have
this
no
point.
agenda.
The
It's just-
infrastructure, like I said,
It's an idea.
7 years, 7 months.
Right.
In totally different circumstances, yet I see that the ultimate impact, the impactfulness of it, maybe is valuable.
I think it might.
Maybe is valuable. So there's going to be concern and care taken with this infrastructure to be built. The conspiracy issues, such as the removal of this vast number of people, for instance. Most of the individuals out there are aware that we are facing off against a globalist, monetary-hugging, illuminist series of circles.
Yes. I think most
Of
people are aware to a certain
People,
extent.
of people, I'm putting quotes
Yeah.
on that. I cannot afford, in this position, when dealing with that, to try to pretend to be a loving, Christ-like person toward those individuals while they slaughter others. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to do everything I can to oppose what they're doing. And those terms have already been sent and established, but the depopulation issue. Why would a pharaoh, now I'm not referring to any one person here, I'm referring symbolically, and I'm certainly not referring to us.
But symbolically.
Why
to
would a pharaoh, an engineered system,
the man?
okay,
Why would the man?
the man, the engine, the machine,
Mm-hmm.
why would the pharaoh kill his slaves